Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Climb Is Mine. I'm Charolina. This podcast is my accountability, a space where I share my wins, losses, and lessons as I grow stronger in my mind, body, and soul. Today, I want to talk about sharpening my skills. Very important. I've known that in order to grow, especially and make more money, have a better income, if you keep doing what you're doing, you hit the ceiling in which you can't make more income because you're using the same skills that you have. I've learned this throughout the year and a half. Just doing really research and finding out my purpose and how I want to be financially free. And one of the things that will definitely get me there, and the best thing anyone could ever do, it's a proven fact, in order to become more, make more, is always invest in yourself. And I've learned that, and I know that, and I keep trying to learn different skills and invest in myself. Pay for programs, coaching, whatever it may be, but continue to learn and continue to sharpen the skills. But yeah, number one is investing in yourself 100%. And two, adapting to what's going on in the market as well, and learning and sharpening and learning new things. So right now I am in the process. I've never been tech savvy. I've always been very hands-on, especially, in my 20s and so forth. I've always been in the service industry. I've done sales. I've done other things, but as I said, I'm not like the best when it comes to, technology, AI, and so forth. But in this world that we live in, it could be such a huge benefit. It can move any process much faster. People have different opinions on it. It could either elevate you or not. I know people use it for reasons that they're not supposed to, but I know that AI can be very beneficial in building businesses, helping in many areas. And I'm not good at it. I don't know much about it, especially, I use it here and there, but I do know the power that it could be in order to build programs. So I'm wanting to learn, and I'm going to learn, and that's how I'm going to build my business from it. I'm going to have my AI assistants help me out. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. So it's something that I'm going to invest my time in, my money, and really dive in. And as I said, it's something that I am not adapted to, and I don't know how to use it. It's a skill that I don't have, but I'm going to add it to my toolbox, and this is going to be the next step in order for me to grow, for sure. And I'm super excited about it. I'm taking a little course, and it's things that challenge me, obviously give me, they shake me. They give me a little bit of anxiety. I'm not used to it, and I don't like not being good at things. It's challenging when you're starting to do something and you're not good at it. It's frustrating, but and it's a lot, especially when I'm trying to do it from the ground up. I'm just starting, but it's definitely going to be a challenge, and I'm super excited, and I'm going to be awesome at it, and I'm going to use it to its fullest capacity, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to change my life. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now in the next phase. As I said, I wanted to get my coaching program up and running. I'm doing all of this sooner than I anticipated. But there's no better time than now. I was honestly, well, no, I have my goals. And by October, by the end of the year, my goal was to have an income of making 10K net a month in between starting my business and my job right now. And I think it's a very, very very doable goal, and I'm going to make it happen. So I'm super excited, and yes, this opportunity had opened, as I had mentioned a few weeks ago. So I'm just doing it right now. I'm not going to think about it. Oh, I'm not ready. I mean, I'm definitely not ready, but there's never a time that you are ready. And I know that in order for me to get where I want to be, I can't question myself anymore, and I just have to do it head on with no fear and just learn from it. That's what I've been doing for the past year and a half. All these things just come up, and I'm just making decisions. It's all about a decision. I'm making the decision to do this, go forth. Every decision that I've made that has got me where I am today, and I'm grateful for all the decisions that I've made. And I've had, sometimes I question myself, don't get me wrong. Should I do this? Is it the time? But it doesn't last that long. It feels good within my heart. It's aligned with what I am wanting. It's aligned with my purpose, with my goals. And I know it's what God wants me to do. And all these situations have arose. Is that even a word? They've showed up because I know that doors are opening. And as I said, it just feels very natural for me with everything that has been happening. But yes, I don't want to wait any longer. I was priorly going to wait, but I'm not anymore. So, and I'm reminded of all these things. The best thing that you can do is always invest in yourself. And yes, as I said, I want to be financially free. I want to make more money. And by doing what I'm doing and not learning, I'm not going to get there, period. You can't. You have to figure out what's going on, how to be of service, how I can influence the market, how I can change. And in order for me to do those things, I got to learn new skills. I got to learn new things, adapt myself, as I said, to the market. So that is where I'm at, and I'm super excited to see how all of this works out. Just to build something from nothing, that this is my own. I did have a business in real estate, but real estate, it's so broad, and it wasn't my little baby. This is like mine. I'm starting this from the ground up, completely mine. I don't have to rely on anybody. I don't need any partners. I don't have to depend on anybody. This all falls on me alone. And I was thinking about this yesterday, what the difference was in between, that I had my business before and like now. And, the business, it's not that I could say that it failed, but I just think it wasn't what was right for me. But I learned so much from it. And I was still such a different person back then when I was doing it. Now I'm completely different. I'm in a completely different journey. And it's not that I failed, but sometimes in my mind, it's, those thoughts come in which it says that I was a failure and I did fail. And if it failed back then, what makes me think that I'm going to do this and succeed? Most likely I'm going to fail. Those are the lies that go in through my head. And then I just have to be reminded why I'm doing all this and where I'm at and how I've got here. And there's a reason for everything. And I know that this is different. And as I said, this is my baby that I'm building from my passion, from my love, from my grief, from my pain, from my hurt. And I'm super excited. And, I am a little scared, but I'm going to do this. So let's get this party started. So yeah, that's I wanted to share what's going on next. And yeah, so if you're feeling stuck in which you want to elevate yourself, Figure out what it is that you need to get done and learn in order for you to be more, that you could provide a service, that you could be of more value to this world, to this market. You know, that's how we're gonna make it, is by providing a service and learning more and being of value. I've learned that, and it's true. You just can't do, in order for you to really grow, we have to find what's in need. And I know that there's a need for hurting people that want to rebuild their lives like how I have, like how I am doing it. I'm rebuilding my life because I know I have purpose and I have a dream and I want to give that back. And now everyone's seeing how I am being transformed as I go through this journey. I am the proof, and I'll continue to fight for it, and not give up. So find your why, find your fight, and take those little steps. These are all little steps that I have been taking along this journey. Not everything happens at once. Last year I didn't have these opportunities, didn't have these thoughts, didn't have these drives and passions. But as time goes on, all these things changing, doors start opening, I get new inspirations, I get, just new everything, honestly. It's just pretty, it's so beautiful, this journey. It's such a roller coaster. I'm learning how to play the game of life, and this is what it is. So if there's something, try to figure out what you need to get done for the next step in order for you to grow. And always remember, invest in yourself. And then whatever you need to do to learn in order for you to get where you need to be, invest and sharpen those skills to do them. And that's what I'm doing. I'm investing in myself to learn this whole AI world, so that I can sharpen my skills and know how to do this. So, because I'm going to learn so much from it. It's a new skill that I'll have. So I'm really excited about it. So yes, that is I feel like it's a huge win and a huge opportunity for me. And I can't wait to continue to grow and share this with everybody. So if this message inspired you, please like and subscribe so that you can continue to follow my journey as I grow. Remember that growth takes work, but it's worth it. Keep strengthening your mind, body, and soul. See you in the next one.